Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal Lynn Bell. I am the founder of Badass Butterfly Spiritual Life Coaching. And welcome to the Badass Butterfly Superpowers Academy. Today in the Academy, we are going to be talking about the new moon in Leo, which falls on what date? Let's see. I don't know what date it falls on. We will post that in the comments, okay? But what we're doing today is I'm going to talk to you about how you can best use this new moon in Leo energy, all right? Rebecca, do you have that date for us yet of when the new moon in Leo falls? Because here's why I'm asking. This is for everyone else. It is important that you all, as spiritual life coaches in training, it is important that you come to understand how the moon works. Now, that is an important part of the Superpowers Academy. The moon and knowing how to work with the moon is a part of your superpowers. The moon is one of your superpowers, okay? So tuning in regularly to these live streams is a great way for you to work on yourself to get healing or to manifest. But it's also a wonderful way for you to learn how to work with the moon's energy. And I want to encourage you to join these sessions every week. Now, let me take a peek at the calendar, but the way it normally works is the moon falls under, let me see, I'm looking for the actual calendar itself, and I don't see it. I don't see the calendar here in the group. Rebecca, can you put the calendar in the group for me? Let's see. I see all the events, but I don't actually see the calendar of events. So I don't know what day the actual moon is falling. But here's what I want you all to understand. Every first and third Thursday, no, that's not the way we do it. Okay, sorry. The Thursday before every new or full moon, I am going to be here giving you insight about the upcoming new or full moon. The reason I do that is that I want you to have the information about the moon before the moon rises. The whole point is for you to tune in and be aware of what's happening around the moon phases before they start happening. This way you can train your mind to understand and to feel and to understand the language of the moon. So that's why I'm here today, okay? And that's how these sessions are going to go. So you should don't see the calendar here in the group. Let me turn this down. Rebecca, can you put the calendar? Quiet. Here we go. Okay, the new moon in Leo will be this August 16th, which is in 6 days. So next Wednesday is what I think that is. Very good. Thank you, Rebecca. So that means, so if the moon is going to fall on the 16th, then, oh, it's no problem, honey. I understand. Thank you. Rebecca said she's having some trouble with her internet. It's no problem. Plus, Mercury is about ready to be retrograde, so we're all having some trouble. We're having trouble with internet, with our brains, with our cars, like all the stuff. So no big deal. So about 3 days before the moon, whether it's new or full, and for about 3 days after the moon is new or full, you are most likely to feel the vibrations of what's happening with the moon phase, okay? So we have the new moon in Leo on the 16th. So around the 13th of August, you will start to feel the effects of the new moon. So let's talk about what it means and what you're going to experience. So this is a new moon. So the moon, if you were to go outside and look up at the perfectly clear sky, you would see just a tiny thumbnail sliver. Well, if you look on the 16th, not today, you'll see a little bit more of the moon today. But on the 16th, if you were to go out and look in the sky, you would have a difficult time finding the moon because she's not full, she's empty, she's just a sliver in the sky. And when the moon is new, we want to do manifestation work or light work. So when the moon is new, she is in the same astrological sign as the sun. So that's one reason why the moon looks like just a thin sliver. It's because all of the sun's light, which kind of casts the glow of the moon, casts the light that we see when we have the moon full, all of that light is now on the opposite side of the moon. So we're actually seeing the black side of the moon. And so we don't see very much of her. We'll see just the edge where the sun touches her edge, but the sun is basically shining on the moon. So the side that we don't see is what's illuminated. This is super powerful, y'all, because the moon is always casting down energy to us, okay? Her energy is expansive, it's feminine, it's creative, it's activating for our subconscious mind. It's an absolutely wonderful experience to be touched by the moon, okay? And when you're aware of it, you are more connected to your feelings, you're more connected to the divine feminine, to your creativity, to your sexuality, to your spirit guides, to your intuition, to your ability to communicate beyond the veil. All of these divine feminine aspects of life are heightened whenever the moon is involved, okay? So when she's new, she's in the space with the sun, which is like her lover, we could say, okay? The sun and the moon are the divine feminine and the divine masculine working together in the same house to create something wonderful for you, which is why we want you doing manifestation work with this new moon energy, okay? So what house are they in? So the sun is in Leo and the new moon is in Leo. So that means that you want to do your manifestation work around the qualities of Leo. So what are the qualities of Leo? What should we be looking for? Well, Leo is the sign of the lion. It's the sign of kind of being seen and being big and bold and being like a lion. So lions in the wild, they're obviously feline, but we know that the lion is known as the king of the jungle. And the lions are very beautiful and they are very strong and they are very playful and very sexual. And they are called a pride because they're very proud. They really feel their fucking authority out in nature. And you can see that when they are, when they're hunting, you can see it. And when they're at play, that you can see it. When they're making love, you can see it. These are big cats and they are badass. Well, just imagine that coming to imagine that coming to you, because that's what's happening, baby. Imagine that coming to Earth in the form of you. So when the sun moved into Leo around the 20th of July, you probably started feeling a little bit more playful, a little bit more wild, a little bit more bold, a little bit more badass, more excitable, maybe a little more confrontational, maybe a little less meek, a little less willing to tolerate people's bad behavior. Maybe you have been speaking up for yourself more. And also, maybe you've been a little bit more romantic, a little bit more sexual, a little bit more connected to pleasure, maybe more flirtatious. Okay, that's what happens when the sun moves into Leo. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are having summer. So the clothes are coming off, we're showing a little bit more skin, we might be feeling a little bit more athletic, we're feeling better in our bodies, and pleasure is abounding, okay? So this is all very Leo-esque stuff. Now, what's happening? Okay, so the sun is in Leo, so it's occupying this space. So until the 23rd or 22nd of August, we are going to be in this kind of beautiful Leo energy. So this energy is going to just continue. This Leo-like energy is going to continue for another couple of weeks because we're just at the 10th today. Now, the new moon, okay, the moon takes 28 days to transit the 12 houses of the zodiac. So on the 16th, she moves into Leo, and she's going to be there for 3 days or 2.5 days, something like that. So she'll be there. And during that time, it's a really powerful time for you to manifest and work on manifesting. So what I'm going to want you all to do is to set some intentions about what it is you want to create. And I'm going to want you to make some goals, maybe work on your vision board, and of course to do our workbook, which I am going to work on. Rebecca, will you please post the link so that the ladies can actually have access to the workbook? You can put that in the live stream, please, darling, if you actually if your internet will let you, just put the link in there so that the ladies can easily get the workbook. The workbook has been sent to you, by the way, so it'll be in your email or you can download it here. Thank you, Rebecca. So in the workbook, let me just go ahead and open this up right now, and I will share my screen. I've gotten wise. I'm actually learning how to check and make sure I don't have any embarrassing elements open on my computer screen before I actually share my screen. I used to just share my screen without checking. Now I check. Do I have something to hide? Yes, I got some stuff to hide. I have the right to privacy. Yes, you know, and some of my stuff is private. My gosh, I never used to value my own privacy before. Like I would just kind of let stuff go and like just show all my stuff, and that's just ridiculous, you know. Okay, so here is our Superpowers Academy workbook for the new moon in Leo. All right, so you've got a table of contents here, and Rebecca has so beautifully numbered it because you all asked to have the pages numbered and you asked for the table of contents. So the table of contents is there, and clicking these numbers will take you to that area. But for right now, I'm just going to speed right on through all this. So here we go. Okay, so our essential oil, our essential oil for this particular new moon is rose. And we're choosing that because this is a fiery, romantic, sexy transit. So we want rose to bring out the depth of your sexuality. We don't want you being in the superficial realms right now with your sexuality. We want you diving to your core, and the rose essential oil is going to help you get there. Likewise, onyx is a great stone for getting grounded and for getting some level of protection. But all the dark stones, whether it's onyx or garnet, even when you can get into those, the deep purple of a really high quality but natural dark amethyst, okay, smoky quartz, the one I'm thinking about that is not coming into my head, citrine. If you can actually get yourself a lovely, authentic brownish citrine, these stones help you go more profoundly into whatever kind of energy you're working with or what you want to manifest. Okay, so choosing a dark stone like that would be really good for right now if you don't want to use onyx. Rebecca, and there's a little typo here. This says during this, it says during this full moon period. This is the new moon. Oh, okay. These both say full moon. They should be for the new moon. That's what we're working in right now. So if you can correct those, that would be good. We can use those. I like using these same oils with Leo. I like using rose with Leo because to me that's just a great match to bring love and warmth to all that romance. Absolutely, rose is important, and also the Leo vibrates very high, so using onyx is really important for me as well. Whether you're working with the new moon or with the full moon. Okay, so these are just recommendations. You can do all kinds of other different things. All right, but Rebecca will get that corrected. So here, the new moon manifestation ritual is actually here, and you can listen to this ritual or you can read through it yourself. That's entirely up to you. I'm going to skip through that because I'm not taking you through that. That's your personal journey. But I am going to go through the worksheet. Okay. So for your worksheet, you would go through the ritual, and then you will do some work. You'll see the keywords here for Leo, and you can see that some of the keywords are about being playful and broad-minded, generous, heart of gold. This is very much, if you know any Leos, you would say these things are very true about them. They have an elegance about them. They have a playfulness. They're very strong. They're proud. They carry themselves upright. You know, they've got that majesty about them. They are the king of the jungle, right? And they're very, very generous. Okay. Now, these are the questions that I want you to consider as you're going through this new moon in Leo. All right. So again, Leo is about pleasure and romance. So right off the bat, we are starting off with your pleasure points. So how am I? Like, how are you with your pleasure points on a physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual level? All right. So looking at that here will be really powerful. What truly gives you pleasure at the depth of your being? So paying attention here, listening to yourself and diving in will be also really important. Okay, write in your answers here, or you can also write in your journal as well, whatever makes you happiest. Okay, the next question, what are my favorite hobbies? And why do I enjoy them? Because that's what also this fifth house and Leo is about. Kind of understanding what gives you pleasure, not just sexually and romantically, but in other areas of your life. And how can I do more of these things? How can I bring more of them into my life so that I can expand my being? Okay. Next question, how do I feel about sex and romance? This is so freaking important because your sexuality is not just about pleasure, but did you realize that your sexuality is connected to your ability to make money and to get things done? Your sexuality is connected to your ability to manifest, okay? This is a root chakra sexual encounter that I'm talking about. We're talking about, girl, we are talking about your vajayjay, all right? And we want to make sure that in the depth of your being, your sexual energy, whether you are having one partner or whether you are your own partner, we want your sexual root chakra fired up and helping you manifest in the world. If your root chakra and your sexual pleasure center is shut down, then you will have some trouble manifesting what your heart desires. That's why this new moon in Leo is so important. And that's why I want you to work through this workbook. Okay. All right. Question 5, how has my relationship with pleasure, sexuality, and creativity changed since I was a child? Okay. This is looking at how you've evolved, super important. Number 6, how can I heal my relationship with pleasure, sexuality, and creativity, right? This is you working through these questions on your own. All right, next, where is my magnificence? Okay, that lion's mane, every Leo I know has a fantastic head of hair, and they are so gorgeous, Leo people, males, females, there is a gorgeousness about them. And a lot of it comes just from that internal pillar of I am divine, okay? These people are ruled by the sun. The rest of us are ruled by planets like, yes, Venus, wonderful, Mars, cool. But the sun, to be ruled by the sun, like, that's the center of the universe. So yeah, where's your magnificence? The universe is getting all of us, whether we're Leo or not. The universe is getting all of us to tune into our magnificence and to bring more of that in our lives, okay? You need to be thinking about what it is you want to heal and manifest for yourself, okay? By the way, I am going to be sharing this one new moon video with the public because it is so important and I want my people to get it, whether you're in the program or not. So this is going to be the one time I share this. If you want to work more with me on my new moon rituals, then you have to come into my Superpowers Academy. All right. So Rebecca will not put a link because this is up to me to put the link. I will do that when I share it. I will remember, Rebecca will remind me to put the link to the Superpowers Academy in with the video when I share it today. Okay, I will do that. All right, getting back to the workbook. So in what ways am I out of touch with my divinity or my magnificence? Okay, this is asking you now to confront where things are really going wrong. Look at it because this is important. All right, next questions. What are some of the emotions that I'm experiencing right now? So as you're working through this workbook, feelings are going to be coming up for you. Remember that the new moon and the sun are in the same spot. So the moon is going to give you access to how you feel. All right. So how you're feeling right now, noticing your moods, very important. Write it all down. Okay. What are some of the negative beliefs I hold around pleasure, sexuality, and creativity? So freaking important, y'all. Okay. Looking at these negative beliefs, this is also something we want happening, not just on a conscious level, but we want the subconscious beliefs coming forward, because that's what's hidden and operating without your awareness. So we want those coming forward, which is again what the moon will do. The sun is going to illuminate your conscious beliefs, but the moon is going to bring forth your subconscious beliefs. That's why we want to be doing this work right now. Okay. Very powerful healing that is going on. All right. Question number 11. When was the last time I took a bold risk for something that I truly desired? So this is because we're asking this because Leo is obviously very bold and very connected to the realm of desires. So we want to bring out the opportunity for you to really go for what you want. Okay. Number 12, what is my relationship with authority? Again, Leo is about owning their authority. They are so very good at owning their authority. That's what we want to bring out in you. We're looking at your relationship with authority. Okay. Now, here is the new moon meditation and connection process. You can read through it first, set yourself up, take yourself through this meditation process, and then the meditation is all here. Again, there's the MP3 that you can download. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. This is all about the meditation process and the connection process. And then there's an after meditation workbook. This is optional, okay? But after you've done this meditation, you are going to feel a certain way. These are just some basic questions that you answer every time you finish a new or full moon ritual. This is to help you get grounded. I'm not going to take you through all these because you can easily read through these things, and they are for after your meditation has been done. Okay, this will take you through the end of the workbook. Okay, very good. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. All right, that is all that I have to say for today. I want to thank you for watching. If you are not in the Badass Butterfly Superpowers Academy, I want to encourage you to come and join. It is super cheap to join. It's $134 per month. It's a membership. And here's what you get with that membership. Number one, you're going to get an entire healing curriculum that you can use and go through in your journal. There are 4 live sessions every month that you are invited to participate in. There are 2 moon sessions. Okay, so there's the full moon session and the new moon session. And then there is a healing session where we do a group healing process. And then there is the master class where you are going to learn how to do something very cool as a spiritual life coach. So learning tarot, learning shadow work, Reiki, getting certified as a Reiki master, all of that is included in the Superpowers Academy. So if this is interesting to you, the link is in the description. Come and join us. I look forward to seeing you here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks a lot for joining. Bye for now, everyone.